Hello guys, welcome to a 6 Lord matchup for Stronghold Crusader UCP. We're playing on the Pig in a Poke map. I thought it was quite an ironic name because I chose to use 2 pigs. So I've got 2 pigs in the centre and the 4 lords on their own are Richard, Abbot, Sheriff and Nizar. Let's just see how we get on. So top left corner is Richard, bottom left corner is Abbot, pigs in the centre. Bottom right corner is the Sheriff, top right corner is Nizar. I do hope that you enjoy. If you do, leave a like, sub to the channel. Yeah, let's get on with it. So, the Sheriff is always going to struggle on this map. Unfortunately, he just can't build his castle properly. I don't know why. Oh, actually, never mind. He might be able to do it here. We'll see. Even though Sheriff's castle isn't completed, he's weaker than Pig anyway. But he's still got his inner defences, so he's probably going to be okay for a while. Can't say the same for Nizar.
Once more onto the bridge.
So Pig is being attacked by everyone and he's still doing okay. Nizar's really struggling, not too surprising. His positioning is, it's whatever. However, Pig is doing a bit better than I thought he would. Having said that, the orange pig is probably in some danger because Abbott and Richard next to him is a pretty rough situation to be in. So yeah, look, Nizar's really struggling. Be interesting to see if he can outlast this orange pig. I mean, look at the forces coming towards him. It's not an easy thing to deal with. I mean, if Richard were to send a proper attack against Pig, he probably would kill him in this situation. Like, I really haven't given Pig a very good position at all. However, there are 2 of them, as I've said. Now, the high ground is keeping this red pig safe from the Sheriff. I probably could have put Richard there and Sheriff here. However, I really wanted Richard to be able to get up to power so he could, fight this pig. we saw the Abbot and Richard have overcome Pig's defences. Looks like Pig is going to go down here. It depends if Richard does go for him or not. Yeah, but it's a big threat now. The Abbot could actually take this whole thing because Pig's crossbows aren't very good against the Abbot. That's why I put him in here, just to see how well he'd do. So the first casualty was a pig, and it's really not a surprise. As I say, being in between a Richard and an Abbot is a really tricky position for anyone. It doesn't matter if you're Saladin or Wolf, you're still going to struggle in that situation. Like, you'd think that the monks are kind of bad, so are the archers. However, with a slow rate of fire from crossbows, they're actually not bad at all. You need archers to deal with them. Now, as you can see, Sheriff is struggling. I've got to be honest, I kind of thought he'd be okay. However, what I didn't realise when I did this is that he has no access to this side. So, yeah, he's kind of screwed himself over. Well, he has, but it's my fault. So we'll see how long everyone can last now. Got a large attack coming out from the Abbot. Wonder who he's going to go for. Looks like he's going for Pig, but it doesn't matter because his units are dead already. Just a second, sorry. Sorry, I got my puppy with me now. She's being quite whiny. Quite whiny indeed. Just hope she doesn't bark into the microphone or anything. Wouldn't surprise me, unfortunately, but no, if she does, won't be my eardrums. So yeah, look, Abbot is now under some pressure from Richard. Now, Richard is a lord who can probably always beat the Abbot because he's got archers instead of crossbows, plus he's got the swordsman, and swordsman just walk straight through them. What the pig needs is for this sheriff to go down, because then he has access to all of this food. And if he gets access to that, there's a very good chance that he wins. An extremely good chance. As you can see, Richard has really struggled with his battles with the pig. Abbot kind of struggled as well. He wasn't under as much pressure. Pig was kind of killing Richard's units as they were walking out. Yeah, Sheriff really doesn't have anything left, so he should go down well, he should be dead already, just that he's not been attacked. So we're going to increase the speed here, just to see who's going to send out a large attack. I think as well, part of the reason why he's not dead is because all of these units from Nizar are just keeping the pig pinned down and killing his peasants. If not for that, I'm 100% certain Sheriff would be dead. So if we look at the stats, pig is out of gold, everyone's out of gold. Nizar can't do anything. He doesn't have stone. He doesn't have gold to buy in stone. He can't leave his little island. Okay, so that's a large attack coming from Richard against the Abbot, and the Abbot is out of gold now. That is bad for the Abbot. Really bad, especially as you can see, Richard has a ton of these pikes, although he's just walked them through the fire, so maybe it's not such a big deal. So Abbot is also sending out a bunch of his monks. Now you have to remember these only cost 10 gold each. It's not really like a big loss if he does lose all of them, which he will do. He's walking them by the pig. Okay, so these archers are done for as well. Like, what you have to remember is these crossbows are ridiculously strong. It doesn't matter that pig's got single thickness walls, because he's a strong lord. Now, do I think he's going to take this one out? The answer is no. If his gatehouse were on this side, I 100% think he would win this. Just he can't get out because he's being pinned down by Nizar. So we've got another attack coming from the Abbot. Now this is taking quite a while. And the Abbot's fucked it up again. I have to say it's unsurprising. Now fortunately for Sheriff, he can get through here and get stuff in. However, he's going to immediately close that up again. Just guarantee it will happen. As you can see, Richard is now attacking the Abbot. And it's really looking bad for the Abbot, I must say. Very good chance Richard wins this. That's the Abbot gone. Again, the pig's pretty screwed because of the Nizar.
A message from the Lionheart. Sound the fanfare. The royal
And
you know,
the Sheriff is pretty screwed because of the pig. Well, and because he's made a castle so large that he can't get through the back. Although he still hasn't closed it off, so there's that. Oh, looks like Richard was sending his units to attack Nizar. Which is interesting. He like Pig. I don't know if Pig is going to be able to recover now, is the problem. He just doesn't have anything left. So we've got Richard attacking both the Pig and Nizar. Now actually Pig could be in serious trouble right now. These pikes are very good. See, they are tearing apart his crossbow defenders. Their missile defense is just ridiculous. Again, if Pig had the opportunity to get his units out and to fight, I'm 100% certain he would have taken this. Unfortunately, on this day, he did not. As you can see, Sheriff has blocked himself off again. I mean, I guess the one upside, well, it's not even an upside anymore. It would have been that Pig now has access to all this stuff. However, you know, he's being attacked by those, so it didn't really help him. Now, you'd think that Sheriff would be okay because he's got all of this stuff, but the fact that he's not got gold and he's got no iron and all of that means that he's pretty well screwed, I must say. I don't know any way in which he could recover. Now, Richard just has to take apart Nizar. Nizar really did ruin the Pig's chances in this. Not because he's a strong lord, but because that fire ballista was able to reach his gatehouse, just kill all those peasants, just wipe everything out. So Nizar will survive a few attacks because he's got so many units alive. But I mean, you know, it's not like Nizar's going to be winning this one. Although I say that, it's possible, I suppose, if he doesn't fill in this part of the moat and just somehow able to get resources in. No, I still don't think there's any chance he wins this. Nizar's not a good lord in Crusader UCP at all. His problem is that, you know, defensively he's not terrible, but he's so susceptible to fire. Plus, you know, when he blocks himself in, yes, it keeps him safe, but also really harms him because he just can't get his economy up. As you can see, these assassins are pretty screwed, so they're not going to be recovering. So if Sheriff can kill these off, that would be good for him. So Pig is a lot better than Sheriff in UCP with these settings. This is an important distinction to make. If I are playing Tatha castles, there's a difference. If I'm playing every castles, there's another difference. In every castles, I think Sheriff is straight up arse. In Tatha castles, he's quite good. Well, I say quite good, he's very good. And as he is, he's very good anyways.
A message from the Nizar.
Like the tall river grasses, I bend in the wind.
But that's the Nizar down.
A message from the Nizar.
We all know that Sheriff is not going to last long. Or at least that should be obvious.
A message from the Lionheart. Sound the fanfare. The royal armies are
He just doesn't have the resources. Richard has way too many pikes for the crossbows to deal with. However, he probably will live this attack. He does have fire throwers, he does have... Let's just see, actually he may not survive this, he won't. I don't think. No, he didn't. I thought that he would have survived because of the crossbows, and I thought he had fire throwers in his keep and he just didn't. So that was that. But look, 3,000 kills for the Pig, 1,100 for that one. He did very well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.